Hey YouTube, this is James Stream Collection, and I'm coming at you guys with like a what I call the Tiaramisu Loop. Obviously you see Ultimate Offering and the Dolce, so this does of course feed off the Magdalene Loop. But I just like how I can literally clear my opponent's entire field, and when I say entire field, I literally mean that. Their entire front row and all of their back row. And it's just ridiculously good. So anyways, obviously, you know I'm on the Magdalene. That's enough. Obviously, Magdalene affected the other one. Offering again, get the Magdalene. Okay, so now we've paid 500, so I'm gonna do it on the calculator real quick. Oh shit. Okay, so we're at 75. And so we're gonna summon the other Magdalene. Okay, that's another 500. So it drops us to 7,000. And then with that Magdalene, we're gonna add a Croissant, obviously, because Croissant's like awesome. He's the cutest dog ever. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and pay another 500. Drops us to 65 now. We're gonna use the Croissant's effect to bounce back the Chateau. I'll just leave it there for now because I'm too lazy to. But that'll trigger our ticket to add our second Croissant. Now what we do is we exceed summon the one Croissant and one Magdalene into a Fairy King Alverditch. Use Fairy King Alverditch's effect to detach the Croissant, not the Magdalene. It's very important that you detach the Croissant instead of the Magdalene. Now what you do is you exceed summon the two Magdalenes into your first Tiaramisu. Use the Tiaramisu's effect, detaching the Magdalene, and adding them back both to your hand. Okay, now we're going to use Offering again, summon the Croissant. So I'm at 6,000. Now we're going to use Croissant's effect to bounce back that Tiaramisu, sending the Magdalene to grave. Then we're going to pay 500 again, summon that. You could add whatever you want off the Magdalene now. It's not important. If you'd like to set up for a future play, that's entirely up to you, but it's unnecessary because you have game anyways. But yeah, whatever you want to do, it's fine. And now you're just gonna Cruft's level 4 because we bounced back the Tiaramisu, so now you're just gonna exceed again. Tiaramisu effect again. Detach the Cruft. Bounce the Cruft to hand. And then what did I just do? I'm sorry. So we had the Cruft, the Magdalene engrave, that. Detach the Cruft. Okay, so now we have Tiaramisu. We used their effect twice. Bounce back these two to hand, right? Now let's go ahead and pay 500 again. It's a loop, so it doesn't change. You understand. So let's use Cruft's effect again on the Tiaramisu. Bounce. We go 500 again, so that drops us right now after the Magdalene to 45. Okay, and then Magdalene's effect, obviously. Then we keep repeat again, going for a third Tiaramisu effect. So Tiaramisu effect, detach the Croissant. Okay, we turn these two to hands, and that was our third. Okay, so now we have 3 out of 5 rows gone. This is so stupid. Summon Croissant again. Did I fuck up? Because we had the Tiaramisu's over there. My bad, you guys. Bounce back the Tiaramisu. Magdalene goes to grave. Summon Magdalene. Guess that drops us 35. Exceed again. Going for our 4th Tiaramisu effect. Return these two to hand. Offering again. Drops us to minus 500. Summon the Croissant. Bounce the Croissant. 500 again. And then go for our final Tiaramisu effect. And if it's really that big of a deal for you, if you really need to make that push for game, It's you can that drops us to the 25 right there, in case you can't see, after we've literally cleared our opponent's entire field, and I mean that literally. You can push for game, because these two would return the hand, so you'd have the two croissants and the Magdalenes. So if you really did want to push for game, you could, just offering, go for it again. Not to mention, these aren't the only 3 cards that you have in hand, because remember, we've been doing, Magdalene's effects. I just haven't been doing them because the loop, it isn't relevant. Yeah, I mean, you literally just cleared your opponent's entire field. And the funny thing about this, too, is your opponent will never have 5 back row and 5 monsters at the same time. It's extremely rare. And the point is, though, is that you can go infinite. Well, not infinite, because eventually you run out of life points, but you can't. There's that possibility of clearing your opponent's field, and it's just pretty freaking epic. But yeah, that's the video, YouTube. I'm not sure if I'm the only one to have realized that this is possible, but I think it's pretty broken, and it just shows you how kick-ass the Magdalene offering loop is, because it turns into a Tiaramisu loop, and that just makes everything a million times better. So comment, rate, and subscribe.